How do you create absolute terror with just a handful of words? Today, we're going to break down an incredibly short horror story to see how it uses mystery, psychology, and one heck of a twist to create a sense of dread that just sticks with you. So, let's unravel this chilling little masterpiece, piece by piece. So the story kicks off with something a lot of us are familiar with, right? A notification from a home security camera. It's so mundane, so technical. It sets up this totally normal modern scene. But that simple, automated message, that's the hook. It's the first piece of a puzzle that is about to get very, very dark. And then, bam! 3 simple words just shatter that sense of normal. All of a sudden, that boring notification is a threat. It's a logical impossibility. The conflict is set right there. The technology says someone is in the house, but reality says that can't be true. The stakes just went through the roof. Okay. So, you're faced with this impossible situation. What do? Well, you do what any of us would do. You try to find a logical explanation. You try to make the world make sense again. And we see the narrator go through this classic process of elimination. Night 1. Okay, it's gotta be the cat. Nope. Night 2. All right, maybe it was just the heating system kicking on. Still no. Night 3. Fine, it must be a glitch in the camera. With every single failed explanation, the narrator's unease and ours just keeps growing. This isn't a one-time thing, it's a pattern. And this leads to a pretty terrifying question. I mean, put yourself in their shoes for a second. You've run through all the reasonable possibilities, and the impossible thing just keeps happening. Do you just try to ignore it? Do you pack a bag and run, or do you finally decide to face whatever it is? And that brings us to the story's big turning point. Denial is out. Confrontation is in. The time for making excuses is over. It's time to get some answers. This is a huge shift. The narrator isn't just a passive victim of these creepy alerts anymore. They're taking control, becoming an active investigator. And notice the story moves into the present tense right here. The tension just skyrockets, because we're not just hearing about something that happened, we're about to see it go down right alongside them. And then the clock hits that specific chilling time. The fact that it's always at 3:12 a.m., that makes it so much more unnerving than just a random event, you know? It feels like a ritual, a pattern, something with a purpose. The moment of truth has arrived. Right on schedule. The notification pops up just like it always does. This confirms it. The pattern is real. It's not just in the narrator's head. Everything has been building to this exact moment as they open their phone to check the camera feed. So we have to pause on the one question that matters. After all the buildup, all the fear, all the debunked theories, what is setting off that motion detector? Is it an intruder? Is it something supernatural? The answer is just a tap away. And the reveal, oh man, the reveal is a masterclass in suspense. The story doesn't just give you the answer. It delivers it in 2 perfectly paced, absolutely devastating blows that take the horror to its peak. The first part of the reveal is almost disappointingly simple. The camera shows the living room. That's it. But this is a critical detail. It confirms the camera isn't glitching. The tech is working perfectly. There is no easy escape from what's coming next. And there it is, the twist. The thing setting off the motion detector wasn't a burglar, wasn't a ghost. The call, as they say, is coming from inside the house, but in the most literal, terrifying way you can imagine. The narrator is the intruder. This final word, it's a masterstroke. It completely reframes the entire story. See, this isn't a story about a haunted house anymore. It's a story about a haunted body. The horror isn't some external thing you can run from. It's inside. It's a profound psychological violation. So why is this ending so deeply, deeply terrifying? Let's break down what this reveal really means and why it hits so hard. At the core of this whole story is this terrifying split. The narrator has literally been split in 2. You have the conscious, watching mind, the watcher, staring at a phone, learning this horrible truth, and then you have the unconscious, moving body, the watched, just standing there in the living room completely unaware. The narrator is both the victim and the monster, a prisoner in their own skin. You know, what makes this story so effective is that it's actually tapping into a real-world phenomenon. Sleepwalking, or somnambulism, is a known medical condition. By grounding the horror in something that's medically plausible, the story becomes so much more unsettling. It's not supernatural, it's a biological glitch, a terrifying loss of control over your own body. And this is the final, chilling thought to leave you with. The story solved the mystery of the motion alert, sure, but in doing so, it opened up a much deeper, much more frightening question. The narrator sees their own body moving around without their permission, so you have to wonder, if your conscious mind isn't in control, what is? And that, right there, is the true horror of 3:12 a.m.